So today I'm going to do a video on, well, as you can tell from the title, a powerful woman. And it's not in terms of a powerful, like physical power or political power, but just powerful woman, like you'll see. Now, it's obviously about Florence Nightingale, as you can tell. And before I start on her, I have to say I've always loved Florence Nightingale. In terms of, I remember one day at school we were learning about her and about other female nurses, and but like her name just really stood out to me, and we even had to do like they would put bandages in us and pretend, I don't know, but that one time we just, her name was thrown around along with many others, and it stuck with me, and I've always loved learning about her. And turns out I've never made a video on it, and it kind of very really fits on my theme, so might as well, you know? So yeah, let's get right into it. Florence Nightingale, she was born not in England. She was born in Italy, and well, her family, she was born in a comfortable family. She wasn't poor, she wasn't mad rich, but she wasn't poor. And women in her social standing at the time were, they didn't go to school. I mean, this isn't she was born in 1820, so 19th century. And well, women at the time in her social status, they were expected to just marry off into a similar status family and just have kids and bring honor and money to the family. Uh, she was always interested in being more of a philanthropist. She liked helping others, and around the age 16, she found her calling, and that's nursing. Her parents didn't want to have her become a nurse because they wanted her to just marry off someone. Just go off and marry and have kids and blah blah blah. But Florence Nightingale, she did not listen. She instead became a nurse, went on to study nursing. And yeah, I think by 1850, she was doing proper nursing at a hospital, I forget where. And then in 1853, the Crimean War broke out. She did get a letter from the British Secretary of War, I forgot his name, and they said, hey, you should gather a team of nurses and just travel to Constantinople, where the British base is, and just help us. By the time it was women in the field, especially nurses, they weren't, there was like a negative connotation to it. They thought they were bad luck and they just didn't hire them. But there was a general lack of women in field hospitals. But because of so many men going on to the war and just there being a general lack of people, they had to resort to a woman. So Florence Nightingale and her team, they went to Constantinople, to the base, and they started setting up camp there. I mean, cholera was quite common. TB was also there. No time of problems. So Nightingale and her team, they just started setting up proper field hospitals, and by that I mean having not all the beds cramped up, cramped next to each other, just a bit separated. They would do regular laundry to, not just to try and not spread germs around. They would try and give the soldiers food, water, heal them effectively, not just quickly, just make sure that they would properly heal. And well, quite famously, Florence Nightingale, she would devote all her free time, all her time literally, to just help the soldiers. And really famously, even at night, she would carry this lamp and just walk around, and just look around and make sure the soldiers were okay. Hence her famous nickname, the Lady of the Lamp. And she really revolutionized nursing because it became less of let's just heal them and leave them, and more like we should make sure they're okay, they have healthy conditions, change clothes, change linens, change whatever to make sure germs don't spread. Because by that time, the concept of germs was still quite new, so they didn't really grasp it. And that's why they needed someone like Florence Nightingale to revolutionize terms of nursing. And yeah, it just shifted the whole principle of nursing to a more modern version. And she is credited to being the like pioneer of modern nursing, the mother of modern nursing. And after the war finished in 1856, she returned, just went to live in Britain, and she just set up a nursing school where she taught others her ways and her methods, and she became quite famous. I mean, her just during the Crimean War, she already gathered quite a lot of fame, but especially in Britain, people would just go to her hospital because she was the best one. So why shouldn't she be able to cure everyone? And yeah, then she died in 1910, right before the First World War, at the age of 90, which, considering the time period where she lived in, that is not a bad age. She had TB and she got really bad, then she got better, but then she got worse, and then died suddenly the next day. But yeah, that's Florence Nightingale. And the reason I've done the video on her, because it's the video, I knew it was going to be about powerful women. I just didn't know which woman in history I should choose. And literally, I just had a few names, and suddenly Florence Nightingale popped into my head. I thought, hey, let's do Florence Nightingale. Has nothing to do with a pandemic going on, by the way. It's not a more, it's not a physical power, it's not a political power, it's just helping others and help advance society. Because imagine if we didn't have someone like Florence Nightingale. There were others, but Florence Nightingale in particular, she really, really, really helped. And it's just her power of being there for people, helping them, making sure they're okay, helped us to get where we are. Imagine the pandemic we're living in now, but without the methods that have been developed over 150 years because of her. It would have been disastrous. So many more people would have died. And it's bad now. Imagine, look at that. But yeah, that is it. That is the video. It's really not that long. And there's obviously a ton more things to uncover about Florence Nightingale. But I just thought I'd give you a brief overview of the story everyone knows. I mean, Florence Nightingale, I've said her name a bunch of times. She's one of the most famous people in terms of nursing, and if you look anywhere of notable women, she's on most lists because she really helps society. But I just thought I'd make a video on her, so yeah. And anyways, I'm gonna leave it there because there's not much else to say. So yeah, I hope you liked it. I hope you found it interesting, and yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.